I was losing hope. I was still waiting on my old boss to give me a contact and say that it's okay to go back to work and see if they fix the business up, but no calls. Um, when you guys contacted me, it was like a symbol of light.
Hi, my name is Yami Abreu. If you were affected by Hurricane Fiona and find yourself in need of a place to stay for a few days, please contact us on the link below or on PosadasPuertoRico.com. Welcome everyone. My name is Yami Abreu. I am the founder of Posadas, Puerto Rico. We are a vacation rental listing site on the island, and we're moving towards consolidating the vacation experience for travelers from all over the world. I'm here with you today because I want to tell you about a program that we put together to help the families that have been displaced and affected by Hurricane Fiona. Today we're going to hear a story from Juan. He is the father of a small family from Guayanilla who has been personally affected by the hurricane. And he's going to tell us exactly how he felt throughout the hurricane and the aftermath of the same, and how this program has been a blessing to his life, and that he's been able to return to a mental state where he's hopeful again. I want to talk about mental health. This is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart because I know from firsthand experience just how difficult it can be to break out of that feeling of being stuck and feeling like there's no solution to the many problems that one faces. And I don't want people to feel that way. That is why we put this program together, so that we could help people find hope again when they're feeling helpless. And as we are going to hear from Juan, it's not just the hurricane, it's all the things that came with it. The loss of home, the loss of comfort, the loss of income. All of those things can really have a toll on a person's emotional and mental health. And we need to be that bridge. Hi everyone, this is Yami Abreu from Posadas, Puerto Rico again. I am here with Juan, who's one of the first recipients of the program that we put together to help people that were affected by the hurricane and the widespread power outages that the hurricane brought. And so we just want to hear from him, tell us how the hurricane affected his family and his community. Tell us what those first few days were like.
The first day, it felt like a nightmare. It was just the wind opening up the windows, water flying in, my kids, panicking, never being able to understand the situation, being at a young age. As a father, I had tremendous worries on what's my next move, and in that very moment, you don't really know what to do but try your best. And it was just, being without light, being in the heat as well, and in the moments of the water shutting off, not being able to shower, it was very difficult for my kids to be able to understand that, and as a father to be able to explain that. It's it puts your mind in places that you would never expect to experience, and like compared to living every single day normal, compared to being with light, compared to being with water, compared to not knowing if there's going to be detrimental damage to your home. It was definitely an experience that was very difficult to deal with. It was definitely a tremendous event. in my life and other people's lives over again, especially the people that have been living in the community since Hurricane Maria, to be able to go through something like that again. It's definitely a tremendous experience for any family living in that area, especially that, the weather, it literally, it entered through the southern part of Puerto Rico, so it detrimented a lot of things, destroyed a lot of businesses, a lot of homes. It destroyed a lot of opportunities that we might have seen a lot sooner if that hurricane wouldn't have came, Hurricane Fiona. Um, I see a lot of people coming together as firsthand experience being there. I was one that walked the community to try to help other people clean up.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your story? What happened to your house in particular during this hurricane?
Um, I came over here to be able to, you know, try to start a business and help people, especially since Hurricane Maria, there was slow growth in the southern half. But I put majority of my money into a home that my family had, um, to be able to try to help them, and pretty much my roof was destroyed. Everything that was inside the house was pretty much destroyed: furniture, flooring, walls. Um, and it was definitely a difficult situation. I'm glad that my family was not staying there. We were staying with family in a safer environment. But if we were there, we would have definitely went through it would have been a very traumatic event. Um, but it's gonna be all right. Our people are definitely gonna rebuild regardless of what happens. Um, and it's just, give me a second.
We're here for you. What I want to tell you a little bit about Juan, what I've been able to get to know him and his wife and his two beautiful children. These are fighters, right? These are, Juan and his wife, they're warriors, and they came to Puerto Rico with a purpose to help rebuild infrastructure for the island. And that is how we initially connected, right? Is that we have the same mission of echar pa'lante a Puerto Rico, right?
En serio.
And I see that warrior spirit in you. Even through all this hardship that the hurricane caused, you have maintained that drive in your heart to do what is needed right here on the island and help rebuild in any way that you possibly can.
Yeah.
You shared some plans with me on the way from Guayanilla to San Juan that were quite impressive, right?
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure that we're supporting you in that growth and helping you rebuild, because it matters. What you're doing matters. And I just want to encourage you to not give up.
We will not give up. We'll never give up.
Yeah.
Being here is definitely been an experience. Even before Fiona, it was an amazing experience. Walking the community, saying hi to everybody, getting all the love that I've felt on the island there's nothing comparable to anywhere I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
So I will never give up on my fight to get back and help rebuild and connect with individuals that can bring opportunity to the island.
I want to touch on something you said earlier about how the opportunities as a result of the hurricane have been swept away, right? And
yes.
Because a lot of people, maybe you're thinking, oh, they don't have power and water and these are things we can get through, but what about the loss of income for someone, in the community? In Guayanilla, most people live check to check, right?
Yes.
So losing their income even temporarily is a devastating blow.
Yes.
And the community knows that help will eventually come. The government will release some stimuluses. But when, right? How long will that take, and what do we do in the meantime?
Exactly.
And so we're thinking of creative ways of how to help the community in their need now. And just want to hear from you. How do you feel about this program? How has it helped your family? Do you feel like it was a positive impact that, the generosity of our donors have made on your life?
My experience before you guys showed up, it was I was losing hope. I was still waiting on my old boss to give me a contact and say that it's okay to go back to work and see if they fix the business up, but no calls. When you guys contacted me, it was like a symbol of light that just shined on my family and said there will be chances, especially for other people, and I'm glad that I'm able to speak on that, because there are a lot of people that definitely need help. There's a lot of people that might need reconstruction, but just like me, I put into a home, and from that day, it's been I feel like my dream was just taken away from me. It's a very difficult thing to deal with, but when you guys came and spoke to me firsthand and said, there's opportunities, there's ways to go around this, there's ways to rebuild, it filled my heart with joy. Definitely, this project has definitely impacted my life, to be able to firsthand see that there are people here trying to help, trying to really experience and see the actual damage that was done, go through the neighborhoods and be able to, try to communicate and connect with the people from the neighborhoods. It's definitely been an experience to be able to see firsthand. I hope this project, gets world recognition, and I hope that more investors and more people come to help and see that there's value in this company.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, and we're here for you.
Thank you. Yeah. We definitely needed it.
Yeah.
As I was on the bus, it was definitely a feeling of relief, being surrounded by people that honestly care out of their good hearts, and it was also signs of worry leaving my family behind, and how much I do have to come back to rebuild and help out. But as soon as we arrived, and I got into one of you guys' properties, or you guys allowed me to stay, it was definitely like it just brought joy to my heart that my kids could have water and electricity, to be able to feel like they're at home, because they never been through an experience like that. My kids are 2 and 3 years old, so not even Maria would have had them have an experience like that. But once we got here, the first couple days, it's nothing comparable to heaven, but it's definitely something along the lines of feeling so blessed. Yeah.
We hope that we can continue to be that blessing to others. What I find inspiring is that you mentioned that the day after the hurricane, you were out in the community helping other people, right, and trying to spread that light and that hope. And I hope that you always continue to do that, because that is the purpose, right, that we're all here for. So don't lose hope, because you've got to share it.
Exactly.
Yeah. What would you say to people that are facing the same situations that you were in just a few days ago?
I would say don't give up. Definitely reach out. There's people that want to help. There is people that want to help. As long as you reach out and you make it known that you are going through something, they will help.
We will be there. We got to know about it.
Yes.
Right. I want to thank you for watching, and please, if you feel in any way like Juan was feeling those days after the hurricane, please reach out. Don't lose hope. We're here, and we want to help. You can find us on posadaspuertorico.com /Hurricane Fiona.